Hello Galactic family. I was taken to a location outside the earthly reality. He was accompanied by a friend to whom I have deep soul connection. At this time we talk about spirituality, where he pointed his view of God's sovereignty and the submission of men, how I said that these were all stories invented to human manipulation and that he no longer needed to serve this lie God. When I told him that God does not exist, he stepped back and said I should run. It would receive from God a great chastisement upon my words. At that moment came a flash from heaven, my friend away from me, looking out the direction whence came that strong light. Came a being covered by white cloths covering the entire body and head. That being approached me. We were in a large hall, and in the direction he came, there was an open door through which passed strong light. I remained where he was, how he was coming towards me. There was a dialogue between us, his voice was soft and bland, but everything he said I argued, what made me several times leaving the state of tranquility, changing the tone, but tried to control me while affirming that I was free and do not follow to any place where he commanded me that I follow. He was gentle, tried to convince me to follow him was the best option. I wanted answers about why to go in that direction. He spoke it was as aware as he was, and would not do anything without a thorough explanation of who he was and where I was being taken. He ignored everything I said. The more I talked, the more he showed disdain of my words, looked very peaceful but not delved into the reasons why I had to follow him. But nothing of what he said seemed to make sense to me. Was already no patience when I started screaming out loud, I am light, I am divine expression, I am free, I am. It made being stirring, thought it would be hurt by him, or something like a punishment, but I saw the veil he had on his head drop. It shows all over your face that looked feminine and masculine at the same time. It was very beautiful appearance, with eyes and light hair, short straight shoulder height. I had very peculiar characteristics like extremely large eyes and a very small face, like an angel, but with alien features. My friend, who was watching everything from afar, came over to get a closer look at that strange being before us. Then all the cloth that covered it fell, also heard currents noises falling to the ground, and his gaze that was previously stopped at nothing. He found us. I held the hand of this alien, and said you are free now, and at that moment I felt a great peace come of this being to which I did not recognize as the same as the start was take me. After that, I returned to my room where I spent hours trying to make contact with my teachers, but I was so tired I could not. Plenty to me is still confused, not about the fact of being faced with a situation of oppression, as had already been through it, but what makes me wonder is the fact that the being who came seemed to be completely mesmerized. When I saw the white cloth fall, I noticed that his eyes were staring at nothing, realized that it was a being marionette that was being handled there, but then returned to the state of consciousness, transmitted to us a great peace. My question is, we are the only universe beings manipulated by dark forces? Another question I ask myself is regarding the appearance of light and white robes. Can we trust the beings who present with large flashes of light and bright clothes? And this being who stood before me, will be a hybrid human or an alien? And if it is an alien, because he was in a state of submission and hypnosis? Are they more advanced than us? As it happened last night, I will seek guidance from my teachers about what that experience tends to add me and others involved. But I wanted to share with you in order to comment their opinions, and maybe someone has similar reports that may add to the questions about this projection. I thank all who have dedicated some of their attention. It is with affection I send love and light to every soul who now read this message.